Hey, it's Bunny, and I wanted to come on here right quick and talk about like if you're expecting a disclaimer, I'm just gonna go straight into it. You are sadly mistaken, right? I'm not going to say a disclaimer and say not all people, all black people use abusive language. No, don't care. Um, you should be old enough to have at least two brain cells to rub together, right? To understand that it's obvious it's not all. Okay. So I'm going to be making like a little list, right? I might like interject little words that if I randomly think of them, but y'all comment any that y'all think and say, oh my God, that's like abusive. And I always hear them say that. But yeah, the first one is the thumbnail, right? Stop crying before I give you something to cry about, right? I've heard that so many times, and it's so like threatening. Like, are y'all you're threatening violence on a child because let's be real, right? We all, well, not all of us, but I did, right? Like I was never beaten, right? My mom, like it's so disgusting that she said this, right? She said, "Oh, I did beat you once, right? But you weren't old enough to remember." Excuse me? Um, my memory, mind you, right? My memory started at 4. So I was young, for me not to remember, I must have been really, really young, right? Yeah, but I feel like that's so like abusive. That's so weird, right? The second one, I brought you in this world, I'll take you out. Huh? You're threatening like M? Like on a child, unaliving on a child, on your child? Are we not? Yeah, crazy. Like when do we get to call y'all abusers? Like because y'all literally like are like it's scary at this point. Yeah, and then the other one, third one, I put food on the table and clothes on your back. Babes, that is your obligation and the bare minimum. Like, you don't get a cookie for letting a man nut in you and pushing out a baby 9 months later and proceeding to intimidate and guilt trip a child who didn't even have a choice of existing. You are grown enough to know how birth control works. Like, it's weird, right? And then, like, we get into the section of like slurs, right? Number one that always pops up into my head that I've always wanted to talk about is the word nappy, right? Do you all not know that that's literally a British slang word for diaper? Like you're calling your hair something that babies defecate in. Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there. The N word. Yep, yep. I'm just like, to me, I'm just never not going to see it as a negative word or as a slur. Like it's literally a slur and it should have stayed a slur. Like there's nothing cute about calling another black person a racial slur made by racist white people that y'all claim to hate, but love to use their racist verbiage to spew at others in your community and even in the diaspora. Like it's weird, right? And speaking of diaspora, right? I know y'all are gonna hate me for saying this, but it's okay, right? Atata. I think that's what it's called, right? Calling someone like this a lost wolf or something like that, but I've seen it like on social media. I'm not gonna say, oh, heard it in real life and lie about that. No. But like I've seen it a little bit online and heard FBA say that no, they got cold and stuff like that, right? Yeah, it's disgusting, right? Like, I don't like, is that not a slur? I just feel like that's kind of a slur, right? And the same thing with like the African booty scratcher thing, right? It's literally like it's always somebody like I've never been called that, right? But like I'm pretty sure like some I've heard like Lovely C got called that and stuff like that, and just so many people. But I've just never personally experienced that. But yeah, um, I feel like that's a slur. Like that's weird. Like it feels like the racist language that Black people use across the diaspora against each other is like really like weird. It's really weird. Um, especially when you're quite literally like you're calling people African booty, like people that I've heard say call somebody an African booty scratcher. You look you look nothing but African. So it's like, are we, are we okay? Mm, yeah. The other one, monkey. Y'all, that amount of Black people that call each other monkeys is really weird. Like, it's really weird, and it's like a normalized thing, right? And I've even had to check people about it because it's like, no, you're not like calling me that like as a jokey thing. Like, let's not, okay? Um, yeah. If it was a racist white person, right? Y'all would a white person in general, y'all would say that's racist, right? Or a mixed one, right? You know how Lotto called her like her stylist friend, like an I don't know, a something monkey, right? And at first, right, at first, I was like, oh, that's so horrible. This was back in my SJW days, right? So I was like really on it, And and then I was like, wait a minute. I've heard so many Black people call each other monkeys. So it's like, at this point, I just don't care. Like, I just really don't care. I've heard y'all say worse things about each other. So don't care. What else am I thinking of? Black ass. Yeah, another one. That's weird. So, that video that I made about what's her name? Florence and Amara La Negra, right? And Florence said, black ass, da, da, da. Um everybody was so like horrified, right? How many of y'all have heard another Black person, especially a Black mother, call their child, get your black ass in the house or something like that? Y'all call each other black asses all the time, but as soon as a woman who you suspect of bleaching or just like is lighter skinned or anything like that, right, says it, all of a sudden, oh, that's racist. Oh, you're horrible. It's like they feel like you can't say it because you have like more privilege. Like it's only offensive when somebody who they see as having privilege says it, right? But not fellow Black people. It's like, oh, you don't have anything, so it's okay if you call me a monkey. What? Mentally ill, I swear to God. And then the next one, right, is the one that I really, really, in my head, I'm literally like, y'all, this has to be a start. Like, I'm not, it is. Like, there's no way, right? Uppity. I just don't understand the obsession with using, by definition, racist language that was made by and used by racist people to describe basically confident, outspoken people of color, right? And y'all use it like too much for my liking, especially I've clocked it, especially towards MLS women. Like, I don't, to the, this is where I'm starting to think it's a slur. Like, you're using it as a slur, and, the whole, join that in with the whole, not like us and stuff like that. Mm, like, y'all are even so brainwashed that you even use it on people like Tyler, right? Because she needed help with an award. She's a petite woman. Like, y'all won't, and that they would never understand because you've always been 200 pounds from the day you were born. So it's like you just don't get it. Like, you can't carry certain stuff. Like, even me, like, I'm like, what? I'm like in the middle, something like that, right? I haven't weighed myself yet. But like, I'm skinny, but like, I'm not super skinny or super thick or something like that. Just like in the middle, right? And even me, like, I can't carry certain stuff. Like, me cutting a steak, I swear to God, I needed my boyfriend to do it because I could not, because it was like this giant steak. I was like, no, my wrists hurt. I'm serious. So it's like, of course she needed help, right? But calling her an uppity African? Excuse me? Like, is that not racist? Is that not weird? And especially coming from a dark, it's not lost on me that it came from a dark-skinned gay man. Like, mm, what? It's proving that even when some men are not attracted to you, they still feel the need to humble you, right? Because being light skinned and being confident is such a threat to them, especially when you are foreign. Especially when you are foreign, because how dare you come here and succeed? It's like weird. It's like this weird thing. Yeah. But I think that's it. Y'all, if you have any that you like think of, please comment them down below. Please like, please subscribe. Bye.